Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this retrograde season ending tarot reading that I am doing because I think this is a really good time to look at the energies as these three major planets of Venus, Pluto, and Saturn exit their retrograde and move direct. And Gemini, this is really important too because we are into eclipse season. So it feels like during this month of October and November, really taking a look at those energies is really important. So do check the description box below. I have highlighted other tarot readings that I think are really helpful for you during this time. The monthlies are up, the career readings are up, as well as those Libra solar eclipse readings are up. So lots of content to help you on your journey. Before we pull the cards though, Gemini, thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. It lets me know these readings are resonating with you. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos. Let me know what you are looking forward to or not during the months of October and November. It's a lot of energy, you all. So be really patient with yourself as well as others because it's a lot of changing energy. These three planets, Venus is now moving out of the sign of Leo, where it has been for an extraordinarily long time, around 5 months, now moving forward in the sign of Virgo. We also have Pluto moving forward in Capricorn, and Saturn in November will be moving direct in Pisces. So lots of energy. All right, Gemini, let's see what Spirit has for you. You start off with the Four of Wands. Always a nice sign when you get the Four of Wands. Ooh, but then you have the Three of Swords. So interesting dynamic there. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. Queen of Wands in reverse. And you have the Chariot. So the Chariot card comes in here, only major arcana card that you have here. That is that Cancerian energy. Usually Geminis have some Cancer placements in you. So this definitely could be something dealing with the Cancerian side of yourself, or if you just have any type of forward movement that you are trying to accomplish during this time. This could be definitely a major theme during October and November. Let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card. Let's see where Spirit wants you to focus for these planets moving direct for Gemini. Okay, very nice. You have the Ace of Cups. And so the Ace of Cups is that card of emotional fulfillment, being able to intuitively connect better. I do think during October, especially when we have these eclipses, really pay attention to your intuition, your dreams, messages that come to you throughout this time. I do think there's something very benefic anytime you get an ace in the tarot. And this Ace of Cups, I'm really liking how it's almost like a party is going on. It really feels like some type of blessing or offering is being given at this time. So I do think that this is a blessing for you. Even if you have that Three of Swords, it could deal with some emotional healing that you all have been working through, Gemini, because overall your cards are very positive. So I think that that might be like a little sting somewhere. Maybe someone doesn't agree with you, or there's just some kind of little riff somewhere, but I don't think that this is major. But let's go ahead and pull an oracle card and see where Spirit wants to give you some extra advice, messages through this time. Okay, prosperity begins. Beautiful. So for some of you Geminis, I definitely feel like there's some type of emotional connection with someone else at this time. This Four of Wands that you got at the very beginning is that harmony, being able to work with someone, possibly even marriage or relationship culminating. This prosperity begins though has the Two Hands, and I'm also feeling like if any of you all are trying to conceive, have children, grow a family, but this also could be your finances. This tree is symbolizing wealth, this fruitful beginnings. For some of you also, Gemini, throughout this time, be prepared for some type of out of the blue prosperity information to come to you, meaning like maybe your spouse gets a new job, or possibly you hear of a house that comes up for sale that you all have always wanted. There's something around emotional fulfillment and prosperity that comes up during this time, and that's really great to see, Gemini. So you all have had one of the more positive readings. None of them have been really super negative, but I do think that when you have so much energy, sometimes it just doesn't always play out well, because you're trying to adjust, and let's face it, most humans don't like to adjust, right? So this Four of Wands and Three of Swords, I mentioned before, I do think that this is more about possibly you all having a disagreement, possibly a not a meeting of the minds over a certain topic. I do not think that this is like major heartbreak. But remember, we are in eclipse season. So something does have to be eclipsed out, and something could be eclipsed in. So just keep that in mind throughout this month, that you could have some heartbreak, but I definitely feel like it's for your highest good. Whoever you are moving away from at this time, if that is you, the Chariot card symbolizes movement, speed. This Queen of Wands is suggesting that there's someone who is very fiery and passionate out there, but I do think that some of you are dealing with a Cancerian at this time. So if you are already in a committed relationship, this could be you all growing your bond, or you all creating some type of long-lasting bond, like I said, a house or something that connects you all. But it also feels like some of you could be buying a new car together, or moving into something that is more permanent. But I do think that there's this forward movement of prosperity, and I think that's the most important message here, Gemini, is that as you move through these planets moving direct, especially with that Venus energy in Virgo, I do think that many of you all are going to see this prosperity build. And I would say pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your partner's dreams. And if you're someone who is not necessarily in a relationship, this also could mean something around business. Prosperity can also deal with money ventures, especially with Venus now moving into Virgo. So keep that in mind too. Anytime you hear about couples or romantic and partnerships, sometimes it can deal with friendships. Sometimes it can deal with your relationship with yourself. So just keep that in mind as well. Overall, though, this looks like a really positive October and November. Take a look at those other readings I have up for you, Gemini. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would. Talk to you later.